we are going to be focused on the aviation sector, recording major wins this year, boosting compliance with the Cape Town Convention by 26%, well, 26.5%, earning removal from the Aviation Working Group watch list. The country also signed a bilateral air service agreement deal, ending a 2-year Emirates suspension and reactivated Lagos Airport's second runway. In June, Elin Air made history as the first Nigerian firm to complete 7,800 landings. That is a lot. And a maintenance check also on a Bombardier Challenger CL604, locally a landmark for the nation's maintenance, repair, and overhaul capabilities as the MRO. Joining us to discuss this achievement, Dr. Elizabeth Jack Rich, who's the CEO of Elin Air and Aviation Services, and Dr. Benedict Adeyileka, who is the Executive Director at Elin Air and Aviation Services. You're both welcome. Good evening to you both.
Thank you very much.
Of course, I take it you've seen all the headlines with what is going on with a human being trying to stop a plane from taking off. Any reaction? I have to start with that. I'm sorry. I'm going to get to your record landings in a moment. But yeah, what do you guys make of how the aviation sector has maneuvered that development? Who wants to go first? I see you both looking at each other. Feel free. You can flip a coin if you want.
I think I'm going to allow him go first.
Yes, doctor.
Right.
Well, you're both doctors, actually, but yeah, go ahead.
Just the engineer. Okay. Looking at the incident, it's very unfortunate what happened. There are blames from both sides. There are, when you look at the genesis of it, I wasn't there, but going by the videos that we saw, now you're restricted with the quantity of fluid that you take through security scan. However, we don't have, I'm going to speak strictly on regulations now, no sentiment.
Certainly.
Now, so if you look at it, but once you've gone through security, then you can buy water, you can buy drinks, let me put it like that. Don't know whether alcohol or no alcohol.
Yeah.
However, from the video we saw a flask, which they claim that it was alcohol. Now, we don't know whether we know that flask went through security.
Right.
But we need to confirm. Because I'm trying to be fair in this place. Because if he has taken a bigger quantity of fluid past the security check, then fine is comparable. The aviation security are comparable. But if the flask they pass through is empty, you can take an empty flask through security scanning. And after that, you can fill your flask up, So, but going to the core of the incident was that K1, the passenger, let me put it like that, was standing by the aircraft. The video we saw, door shut, which means he has been refused boarding. Now, according to the regulation, the captain has a right to disembark passenger and to refuse boarding of passengers if in his or her own opinion is saying that that passenger is going to be a risk or a danger to other passengers to the aircraft. So the decision was absolutely, if he's unruly, the captain has a right to stop him from boarding. Now we saw him standing, everybody appealing to him. I'm just going by the video.
Certainly.
And being factual, where were the aviation security people? Where were the police? Maybe they were there, but they were not. They're not in the video.
Right.
So trying to persuade him and everything. Well, when you go into the regulation, the car regulation, what the passenger has done, he has held the aircraft hostage. He has held the passengers hostage, which is a criminal offense.
Right.
So
you get like 2 years in jail, right?
Yeah, he should have custodian, in there. So that's flip on one side. On the other side, the pilots are trained to be professional.
Right.
What the pilot should have done, there's a ground frequency, there's a tower frequency. She could have called on the radio and said, look, I have an issue here, and she shouldn't have moved. She can have bought that flight I made an announcement to the passengers that we have an unruly passenger. So looking at it from both ends. Unfortunately, I know the pilot.
Oh, you
I
do?
know the pilot.
Oh, wow.
Is a good character, you know. So what happened, that incident, I can say, you know, that it's an isolated incident. But whatever's happened, she's wrong.
Right. There's enough blame to go on both sides.
There's enough blame to go on both sides.
Fair enough.
So that's the way I looked at it.
Let's get to some history. Let's talk about your 7,800 let's talk about the significance of that for the company.
I mean, that is a major milestone for the company. This is something we've been working on for years. And over the past, I would say, 3-4 years, we've cultivated a maintenance culture.
Right.
And we've also been investing in local capacity, building local capacity, and also proving ourselves as a Nigerian-based company that we're more than capable to do that maintenance in Nigeria. And with the support of NCAA and the collaboration of NCAA, thanks to them, they believed in us. It wasn't a easy task to convince them, because like you rightfully said, this is the first ever 7,800-hour maintenance check done in Africa. And it took us a lot of training, a lot of confidence in our own self, a lot of planning and dedication from our maintenance team. And we were able to do it, and we accomplished it in 2 months. And normally, people would fly out of the country to carry out this maintenance check, and they're still there for over 6 months.
Wow.
Yes. And we worked with our in-house maintenance team and also got some ad hoc staff from Nigeria.
Yep.
And I must say I'm proud of my team. And this has put us on the global map for the aviation industry. And we've also been able to give motivation to other airline operators in Nigeria that are going to be carrying out their own 7,800 hours very soon. Because of what we've done, they're confident in themselves, and we're giving them technical advice on that maintenance right now.
So, Dr. Benedict, can you talk about doing this locally as opposed to, I know you say foreign exchange, but having to do that overseas, right? But talk about the doing that,
It goes deeper than
foreign exchange,
Let's start with manpower development.
Yeah.
You know, to develop manpower, you have to start from apprenticeship. You have engineers, you have qualification, we have the planning department. We just plan and plan and plan and plan. It didn't just happen overnight. We have what we call material planning. You plan for your tooling that you need. You plan for spare parts. You know, we started ordering the spare parts that we needed. We know the ones that we needed. We have history.
Yeah.
We went with historic value. What did we find in our check? Every check we do an assessment post-maintenance. We now say, we do like an aircraft reliability report.
Okay.
In this maintenance, what were our challenges? What tooling did we not have? What type of corrosion or non-corrosion? So it was planned. More of a prevention issue. What do we need to do to prevent corrosion? We had continuous maintenance. It went deeper than the 7,800 landings. We have a non-destructive testing that we have to do.
Okay.
We had X-ray, we have ultrasonic, we have a decoring. There are different processes. We have a decoring, we have multiple particle inspection, which we call MPI, that detect the tiniest crack, in there. The aircraft was in bits. Engine came off, flight controls came off, flaps, name it, came off. Everything, interior was stripped. Fuel tanks came out, for this inspection. It was big, but we had a principle in the Elin group. We finish our check before we start.
Okay.
Because the aircraft were flown on the drawing board, that's the saying, before they start manufacturing the parts.
Oh, wow, okay.
So we had everything ready. We had manpower ready. We do meetings, planning meetings, where everybody knows where they're going to. You know, we have what we call a job task.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own job task. When we rehearse it, what I'm going to do, we have critical path analysis. We have things that when you are removing the wing, batteries out for service and all those, we had everything all organized.
Okay.
And we had the principal, we worked in shift. You know, we sectionalize it. People in charge of wings, people in charge of horizontal stabilizer, you know, engines came off. And that was how we managed to crack it. So we knew from experience, because we had done a 20-year inspection in the past, which was not publicized. We did it. We came out. That took about 4 weeks.
Okay.
And we came out. We did a test flight. It was hunky-dory.
Fantastic.
You know, we do what we call a shakedown flight.
Yeah.
You know, just to make sure that all the systems are working. So that is what we achieved on this one. Now, we were under control. By the way, there's something missing out there that Dr. Elizabeth had mentioned. The support of Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority.
Yeah.
During our planning period, they were there to make sure that the task for the inspection was sent to them. They made sure that we have not missed anything out. During the inspection, they had what we call oversight supervision. So they're there. So there was nothing hidden. It wasn't something that we just did like magic. Everything was clear, and that was how we went past it. Now, apart from the manpower development, we also have to look at costs.
Right.
You know, we're not cutting corners. We're just doing the things ourselves.
Yeah.
So when you look at the salaries that we pay our staff, if you divide that salary by the number of hours they do, but if you contract it out to a third-party MRO, you're looking at $150, $200 an hour.
That's a lot.
Just one staff.
Just 1 hour.
That's a
you
lot.
know, so when you're looking at precisely 55 days, we put a lot of hours to it. We put a lot of dedication to it. Everybody was involved. Thanks to Dr. Elizabeth, who keep pumping the money out. Because it's not cheap.
Yeah, you need the
Because
capital,
everything we bought it in dollars,
Right.
you know. So everything we bought, actually, most of the parts came in before we started the check.
Yeah.
The only parts we had to order during the check were the ones that we found faulty. That was all.
I see.
So everything came in. Toolings, everything came in.
Hey, this is very comprehensive. Dr. Elizabeth, how does this position Elin in the regional or global MRO space with what you've achieved here?
Oh, we're a trendsetter right now.
Yeah?
I mean, what we've been able to achieve is historical.
Right.
You know, and as a woman-owned business in the aviation industry, I'm extremely proud of my team and also appreciative, once again, of the support I got from NCAA and everybody involved in encouraging us to ensure that this was a success. Yeah. So definitely this has put Elin Air, which is a subsidiary of Elin Group, on the roadmap when it comes to maintenance for the aviation industry. And we're more than ready and capable to fully go into the maintenance space. Yeah. Currently, we're under our application for our AMO for us to also be able to do third-party maintenance because we have proven ourselves.
Right.
And nobody could have done it better than what we did here in Nigeria.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, Elin Air is a Nigerian company that carried out this maintenance here in Nigeria.
And that means if you get the third-party thing, then other people can contract to you, right? And then you guys...
we can help them save time,
right,
cost, and because in aviation, time equals to cost.
Right.
Time equals to revenue. And what we've been able to do is, like my ED rightfully said, we looked at our timing. In aviation, you're on ground for more than what you should be, you're losing a lot of revenue. And that was what we tried to avoid and ensure that all our paths, you know, came out way before when we needed to carry out the maintenance.
Yeah.
And that is one thing we want to also start advocating for to the other aviation companies, is you have to cultivate a maintenance culture. And the maintenance culture is beyond just planning or, like you rightfully said, the job tax. It's all about also planning your finances.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people think, oh, the money's just coming in and you want to spend it. No. As the money come in, one thing I promised NCAA when I got my very first air operating certificate license was that I'm going to be very compliant when it comes to safety.
Yeah.
And I believe that I've held up to that promise that I made to them, and I am still upholding that promise.
Yeah.
Because human lives very important to me. And aviation is not just about a revenue-generating business. It's also about ensuring the safety of every passenger on that flight, which is beyond just flying, but the maintenance you actually carry out on your aircraft. So Elin Air's aircraft right now is in a better maintenance health than when he first came to Nigeria.
Okay.
And this was carried out in Nigeria. And I want to emphasize on that because a lot of people said no to us.
Right.
A lot of people were scared. We even had staff in our own company that didn't believe us.
Oh, wow.
Like, oh, you guys are going to tear this aircraft apart in Nigeria. Anything Nigeria, I'm not going to be part of it. They even started a smear campaign that they were going to tell our clients not to fly us because we didn't do this out of the country. But I didn't care.
Right.
Because
you powered on.
Yes, we powered on. And thanks to my amazing director of maintenance, who is not here today, he was very passionate about this as much as both of us are, and we did this successfully.
So, I mean, I know you said you're applying for, when do we think you get the full scale MRE? 2026 or?
By God's grace, we're looking at the end of this year.
Oh, okay.
And like we rightfully said, NCAA, we can't thank them enough. We thank the Director General of Aviation as well, and also the Minister of Aviation. And, you know, we doing this is to also for me to let other women know that you can come into the industry and break boundaries.
Right.
You don't have to follow the trend. You can set your own trend. You can do things that you think is impossible. And I have an amazing husband who supports me. I told him about this. He was like, if you think you can do it, I believe you can do it.
Yeah.
And with this support, I've been able to achieve this with the amazing team I have with me.
Hey, look, congratulations to you both. We'll have to have you back when you get the full scale MRO going. Dr. Elizabeth Jackridge, CEO of Elin Air and Aviation Service, and also engineer, Dr. Benedict Adeyileka, Executive Director, Elin Air and Aviation Service. Thank you both and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.